Hey, yo! Welcome back to the Dugout and Beyond. So we're getting even closer to the MLB draft now at this point. And yeah, I've already mentioned a few players on my previous videos here that are probably going to go in at least the top 5, maybe 15, and if we're really being harsh on them, the top 20. But that is still, again, outstanding. But yeah, I want to mention a team here and some players on this team that I think will be able to go in this draft. Not really that high, but there will be a good sleeper pick if your team out there picks them. I definitely highly recommend them getting this player here. Well, I would mention Iona, but Iona was not good at all. They were bottom 4th of the MAC, and really no one on that team is mentionable at all. Yeah, and also MAC is not even a good conference in general in the country, so it kind of doesn't really even help that they weren't even that good. But for UNC, we have Kane Kepley, outfielder. He's not even that tall. He's about 5'8", which I am taller than that. Just by a little bit, but I am taller than that. So it kind of gives me perspective on where he is also in his situation. He was at Liberty. He started at Liberty in 2023. He did a little bit of summer stuff, went back to Liberty, and then transferred to UNC. He's really not a power hitter at all. In 3 years in college, he only has 13 home runs. There's some players that have that many in a year, or even more in a year. So he's really not, again, not a power hitter, but he's very good situationally. He has a very high bat-to-ball ratio, which is just honestly probably one of the better things you want out of a player. If they're not a big power hitter, you want just the contact to be able to get the ball rolling and get the ball going throughout the field. And if there's players on, very good scoring opportunity for a lot of those players. Before the season in last spring, he was an 89% contact rate. Now he went up to 90. Granted, it's only 1%, but that's still amazing. And he also has an in-zone contact rate of 93%. Again, he does rack up a lot of walks, and he keeps actually the strikeouts to a minimum. Of course, with those numbers, definitely goes hand in hand with not really striking out and more of just getting hits along the way to, again, make sure that people keep on getting up and keep the line moving for that and kind of just keep the runs coming. But yeah, this guy is kind of just, I think, a sleeper pick for the most part. He has very steady good average here. The only year that he really was not a good average was in the summer league for Hyenas, which was last year at a 244. But other than that, the lowest year is 291, that just happened recently. And his highest average is a 339, which happened again in another summer league in High Point, Thomasville. But yeah, his overall average in the complete, including everything, Liberty, all the summer game teams, Liberty and now UNC, is at a 310. And yeah, he is 604 at bats with 175 runs with 187 hits. So pretty good there. And he's one of those guys that you just look up and go, all right, we have Kane Kepley up here. We're probably just going to get a good at bat, rank up the pitches for of the other pitcher, and obviously that usually works out pretty well for usually when a player can kind of go with the long at bat, like 10 pitches. You see majority of the pitches at that point. Sometimes the pitcher will throw 4 fastballs in a row with 3 sliders, go back to the fastball. Sure, you only saw 2 pitches. But hey, you know what those pitches look like, and next time the pitcher will have to come up with another, maybe 2 pitches that they have in their arsenal to be able to do that. And not only does it help Kepley, but it also helps helps your team see and know, hey, this is where he goes. Like, he does this pitch, and then he'll match up with this pitch. That's usually what you do with that. But yeah, his kind of hits are not crazy, and he has 33 triples and 33 doubles in 3 years, 12 triples, and 80 RBIs in 3 years. Again, there's some numbers that just don't really jump off the page at you, but he is very good situationally. And also, not to mention, I gotta mention, outfielding is pretty good there. He does have quite a good range that he can cover that out there. Again, center fielder is good. I'd say probably about 60 to 65% of the outfield. Again, if you're going to the right field, you're usually backing up the right fielder. Left fielder, same thing. But yeah, he definitely has some room for improvement. I'm not saying this guy's going to go in the top round, maybe in the second, maybe third round here, but I definitely can see this guy going off the board here in the first couple of days. And I highly recommend, if anyone out there, anyone scouting, I highly recommend Kepley for your team as a very good player. So yeah, that's what we got here, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace!